Hi, welcome to Life-Changing Hypnosis. My name is Shauna. Thank you for joining me today. I wanted to create a little video to kind of tell you the backstory of how Life-Changing Hypnosis came about and how I became a hypnotherapist. The story begins back in 2019. My family had just moved from the U.S. to Singapore, as for my husband at the time was being relocated there to do a job for 3 years. So during those 3 years, being an expat, I was not allowed to work due to the visa requirements between Singapore and the U.S. So I had a lot of time on my hands. One day I was scouring the internet and came across a ad for hypnosis. And it was a Cal Banyan program that he had there in Singapore. So I'd always been interested in hypnosis. And I decided to go down and talk to the people there and gather information about the program. Once I got there, it's like there was this sudden feeling of, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to sign up for the program. So I did. I ran through the program, and at the end of 2019, I received my hypnotherapy certificate. It was also during this time that I received training for hypnotherapy that I received training as a 7-path self-hypnosis teacher. And when I was going through that training, that was to me the pivotal point of, yes, this is what I want to do. Let me tell you a little about 7-paths. 7-paths is a mind-body spiritual approach, and it's a self-hypnosis program that you do individually. And I was being trained to teach it, but I was also learning to do it individually. And the very first time that we started to train on this program, we learned how to go, of course, into hypnosis, put ourselves into hypnosis, and then give ourselves these specialized recognition statements that are created part of the program. And what this program does, it allows you the first 5 recognitions, which are called the basic, and then you have the next recognitions that are the advanced. But just talk about the first 5 were the most instrumental, and those are recognitions that you give to yourself when you're in that hypnotic state that has your subconscious mind start basically purging, working through these events and issues that you have had throughout your life, and basically helping you to work through them and remove them. It's kind of like a deprogramming tool, the way I looked at it. So when I first did it, I remember we went into that state. I said the recognition, and when you say the recognition, you're just to kind of be still and see what comes forward. Sometimes images and anything from your senses, sight, sounds, visions, just feeling something, but you're just to pay attention to what occurs. What I noticed with mine were all these visions were coming through, snapshots of memories of things that I had forgotten long ago, traumas in my life, incidences in my life that I had locked away and forgot about it in the back part of my subconscious mind because they were painful memories, things that you didn't want to talk about or remember. But when I said the recognition, allowed myself to have that visual come through, you're not supposed to act on it. You just kind of let it pop up. You sit with it a minute, and then you restate the recognition again, and then see what comes up again. And through the process of doing this, just through the training and then going home and doing it daily, I found that all these memories were being worked through. It was like I was no longer being held by the painful memories. It was like I was able to understand why that occurred. I was able to change the feeling associated to that memory. Therefore, it was no longer painful. The memory didn't dissipate, but it was changing that emotion or feeling to that memory that changed. And then I found days after doing this, I felt myself lighter. I felt more self-confidence. I found my fear was going away. I was becoming more fearless. It was just like it was changing how I felt about myself, about my world, about others around me. So that process of emptying the cup was very vital to me, and it was that moment that I realized, wow, this is hypnosis, and the 7-Path program is impactful. If it can help me, I know it can help others. The other part of the program, the 7-Path, was reframing where you want to go. So you empty the cup, removing all the negative baggage, things you've been holding on that you don't need to hold on to, and removing that. That was the first through 5 recognitions. The rest of the recognitions were reframing where I want to go. What do I want to manifest? What do I want to do? What do I want to improve upon? It could be career-wise, it could be faith-wise, it could be anything. And so those recognitions are stated to help you change your direction, change your career, change the way you feel, change the way you do things. Whatever it is that you want, they'll help you to change it. And so I started doing the advanced recognitions, and I felt my business was starting to increase. I felt my clientele was increasing. The way I did things were changing. They were more impactful. They were more positive. And you've heard that reaction. You attract, positive attracts positive, or likes attract like. That's exactly what was happening. My mentality had changed. No longer was I looking at things like, poor me, why can't I get ahead? Why don't I not make enough money? Blah, blah, blah. It was now, it's like, no, I can do this, and this is what I was putting out to the world. So my reactions and my vibration had changed, is putting out positive reactions, therefore getting back positive feedback. So 7-Path was very instrumental, but with all of this, I learned the subconscious mind and how vast it is, and that everything we do, everything that makes us from the time we're born to where we are today, our memories, our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs, is all there. And what we do with that information is the most important. If we leave the negativity and the baggage stuff sitting there, then again, like attracts like, negative attracts negative. But if we change that and we remove that and we increase our vibration and increase our positivity, then good things start happening. Removing those baggages, changing that feeling of how that memory was, is very impactful. But understanding that, and then how it helped me, gave me that feeling of, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to train. I want to help others. If this can help me, then it can help others. So that's kind of where my passion for hypnotherapy began. And over the many years, I've enjoyed it thoroughly, and I've helped many clients. If you have an issue, if you have bad habits, if you have something you want to change, then give hypnotherapy a try. It worked for me. I know it can work for you. If you like this message and you want to see more, hit that like button, share it so the content gets out so other people can see it. Until then, have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon.